Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time there was a beautiful girl who always wore a red hooded cape to protect herself from the cold. That's why everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood lived in a little house near the forest. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's mother told her, "My daughter, your grandmother is sick. I have prepared a little basket with cakes and a pot of honey for you to take. You will see how happy she gets." "Great, ma'am. I also really want to go visit her," said the little Red Riding Hood, jumping for joy. When the little Red Riding Hood was about to leave the house, her mother, with a somewhat serious gesture, warned her, "Be very careful, darling. Don't dawdle with anything and don't talk to strangers. You know that the wolf lives in the forest and it is very dangerous. If you see it appear, continue on your way without stopping." "Don't worry, mommy," the girl said. "I will take into account everything you tell me." "Okay," Mom answered confidently. "Give me a little kiss and don't be long in coming back." "I will do it." "Why, Mom?" Little Red Riding Hood affirmed again, having goodbye with her little hands, and as she walked away from here, when she got to the forest, little she began to distracted, watching the little birds and picking flowers. She didn't realize that someone was watching her from behind an old and every tree. Suddenly she heard a sweet and wedding voice. "Where are you going, Little Red Riding Hood?" The girl, giving a start, turned and saw the one who was speaking to her was he Hug a Wolf. "I'm going to my grandmother's house, on the other side of the forest. She is sick, and I bring her delicious snack and some flowers to breathe her day." "Oh, that's great," sighed the cunning wolf. "I also live over there. I will race you to see who gets the first. We will each go a different path. Do you think it's okay?" The innocent girl that thought it was a fun idea, and she nodded. She did not she didn't know that the wolf had chosen the shortest way to reach her destination first. When the animal arrived at the grandmother's house, she knocked on the door. "Who is it?" the woman shouted. "It's me, Granny, your dear granddaughter, Little Red Riding Hood. Open the door for me," sighed the wolf, imitating the girl's voice. "Come in, my dear. The door is open," answered the grandmother. The evil wolf entered the house and, without thinking twice, jumped on the bed and ate the old lady. Then he put on his nightgown and nightcap and got between the sheets waiting for the girl to arrive. After a while a knock was heard. "Who calls?" said the wolf, straining his voice as if he were Granny. "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood. I come to pay you a visit and bring you some delicious sweet for snack." "Come in, dear. I can't wait to hug you," said the evil wolf, licking his lips. The room was dark. When approached the bed, it seemed Little Red Riding Hood that her grandmother had changed a lot. She told him, "Granny, Granny, what big eyes you have!" "They are to see you better, my precious," answered the wolf, softening his voice. "Granny, Granny, what big ears you have! They are to hear you better there. But, Granny, Granny, what a big mouth you have! It is to eat you better." The wolf shouted, taking a hug lap and eating the girl in one bite. With a full belly after so much food, the wolf got sleepy. He left the house, lay down in the garden, and fell sound asleep. The loud sound of his snoring caught the attention of the passing hunter. The man approached and saw the animal had a very swollen belly, so much to be a wolf. Suspecting something strange was going on, took a knife and sliced her good. He was very surprised when he saw the grandmother and the girl come out of it safe and sound. After releasing them, the hunter swept up the wolf's belly and they waited a while for the animal to wake up. When he finally opened his eyes, he saw how the three of them surrounded him and heard the deep and threatening voice of the hunter who shouted at him in anger. "Get out, evil wolf! We don't you in this forest. If I see you around here again, you won't tell about it again." The wolf, terrified, put his head in dust and left terrified. Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother, with tears falling on their cheeks, embraced. The scary had passed, and the girl had learned an important lesson. She would never again disobey her mother or trust strangers.